Hey there, Taurus. How we doing? Welcome to your December 2024 Kabbalistic Tarot card reading. Let's get started. I invoke thee, Iao, that thou wilt send Haru, the great angel, sent over the operation of this secret wisdom to lay his invisible hands upon these consecrated cards of art, that thereby we may obtain knowledge of hidden things to the glory of thy ineffable name. Amen. All right, Taurus. This will be a Kabbalistic tarot card reading, meaning I'll be using a Tree of Life spread, be using a little Hermetic Kabbalah, a little Jewish mysticism, be using Thought Tarot as a deck to see what the world has in store for you for the month of December 2024, which is going to be here very, very soon. All right. Hope you all had a good Halloween and are currently enjoying Scorpio season. We're in the Six of Cups as it is, as it were. All right. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. What do we have for you, Taurus? Got the deck. And here we go. We got art at the bottom. Okay, and the all. Six of Cups. Wisdom. We have the Nine of Swords. And understanding. We have the Star, Aquarian energy. And love. Root of the power of fire. Ace of Wands. And power. The Knight of Wands. Fire, fire. And truth. Death, Scorpio energy. And your victory, Taurus, you have the Princess of Cups. And your splendor, you have the Ace of Discs, or the power of Earth. And your foundation, you have Leo energy, Six of Wands. And what you embody, what you manifest, is the Princess of Wands, earthy part of air. No. Earthy part of fire. Excuse me. All right. Thank you, Spirit. And thank you, Taurus, for being here. Cheers. Excuse me. This is a curious looking tree. There are two majors, three quarts. And that leaves 2, 4, 5 smalls. So it looks like you will be doing most of the work, so to speak, in December. There's a couple of people here influencing you. Perhaps they are you, and you are surrendering to do different majors. Okay, so let's get it started. Where it all starts, in Keter. You have the Six of Cups and your pure awareness. Well, that's pretty sweet, right? Excitement about the future, enjoying the dance of life, being open to life and its joys from the bottom of one's heart. Probably showing strong affection, warm feelings. Well, could be feeling the season. No, well, this is for December, so. Perhaps you're getting together with some family for the holidays, feeling some warm feelings there. Perhaps you're starting a new relationship. I'm not going to try and guess what it is that you're feeling so good about, but in your pure awareness, you are going through some kind of emotional recovery. Entering into a relationship that has effortless harmony. This is good intentions. This is a reawakening of spirits, right? It's very nice. You could be dating, could be entering a job that you find genuine pleasure from. Again, it doesn't really matter what the thing is. What's important is that in your pure awareness, where this all starts from, you have a 6. And a 6 of Cups. Feeling good. Something is making you feel very, very good, Taurus. Seems a little redundant for me to have to tell you that, but there it is, and let's see what happens from there, okay? So pure awareness expands, right? Because it just doesn't want to be aware of itself all day, right? It expands into wisdom. Expansive force, some call the observer. 9 of Swords, Lord of Cruelty. Now that took a turn. Cruelty is, well, 9 of Swords, it's Mars and Gemini, is literally war with the mind. It is despair, it is a lack of humanity, it is losing yourself to negative and self-destructive worry. It is panic, it's despair, I said despair, excuse me, deceit, guilt. Not too many good spins on this card, to be honest. And it's of the subconscious. It's the dark side of the subconscious. It is. It's just way too many thoughts going, projecting out about the future. What's the word? Kind of like harping. You know, you're harping about the past and projecting about the future. And it's just so many thoughts that it hurts. It's painful. Now, why would this be coming from pleasure? Well, maybe, you've run into someone that's, perhaps you had feelings for at a time, and then now they're married and have a family, and it's nice, and I don't know. I could think of a lot of scenarios. But I don't want to waste your time. So something in your wisdom is telling you that something is not right for you in December. Something is making you feel less than human or having a lack of humanity. Card also encourages not playing the hero and sidestepping the problem if there's an opportunity to do so. So if there's any situations that you find yourself being aware that, oh, I don't have to be here, I don't have to be doing this, there's your wisdom. You are known to be a little bit of a traditionalist and a bit of a slave to routine. I feel that's a little strong. I see some of you maybe going through some kind of family motions. You know, the holidays coming up, that could be painful. Trying to make other people happy before you make yourself happy. Put on other people's oxygen mask before you put on your own. You're supposed to put on your own first, so there's that too. There's that too. Okay. Very interesting. Now, from that cruelty, this is all in your world of emanation. This is above your head. This is, nothing's even happened yet, right? This is just coming from the all, right? The all into wisdom consolidates into form. Force consolidates into form. The observer, the observed. What you need to understand is the star, Aquarian energy. Now, this is interesting. This is an energy that's very much the opposite of the 9 of Swords. The star is about optimism, rejuvenation, and hope, and self-love, and being vulnerable. Stuff like that, you know, good stuff. And it's underneath Saturn, which is a limiter, or is about limits and endings. I definitely see you playing a role as healer for other people in the month of December. And that's a good thing. As long as you heal yourself too. And first, right? You are stubborn, you are trustworthy. I am reading a thing on my phone. Okay, I don't care. It's I already memorized enough stuff. Yeah, very stubborn and serene. Divine will we happen automatically. That's what this card is about. Moving from Nektak, the ambitions, the desires, into the subconscious, or the other way around. A very natural state. Main function is meditation. So you need to understand, or what you're understanding, you come to an understanding of is, okay, I need to just kind of chill out. I need to relax. I need to do what I, Taurus, what you do best. Whatever that is for you. If you're dealing with stress because of family members, or because of new relationships, or because of whatever the heck, go to it, tend to yourself with a sense of hope and optimism, even though that may be very limited, or you may feel very limited. It's not a limited thing, but you may feel very limited in the month of December with this kind of energy. But once you come to understand it, it'll become part of your everyday life. It'll become like in your energy every day you wake up. And it's a good balance for the Nine of Swords. It's a very good balance for the Nine of Swords. So that is your world of emanation. You're feeling very, very good about a lot of things, very excited about the future. And then there's, on the other side of that, observing that is the cruelty. And then what is observed from that is the star needing to balance it out. It's very interesting. At least it is to me. Okay, now let's cross into your world of creation or inspiration. Your love, your generosity, your hot expansive force in this world of creation and inspiration is the Ace of Wands. Now this card this has all of the other wands in it, right? The wands are what? Wands are anything done. Doing energy. It's not funny. It just sounded funny in my head. But yeah, energy to do, right? Wands are, I need to take up the lights. I need to shovel the yard. I'd shovel the yard. But it's that, okay? It's creation. It's principal beginnings. It's invention. And again, I see you here just being very generous and loving with other people. You have the potential to do whatever you want for them. I almost said to them, but yeah. Or maybe it's because it's the holidays coming up. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's something else. It doesn't really matter. What matters is matter, and that we bring awareness to this kind of energy. It's underneath Jupiter, and Jupiter is a great benefactor. It's a masculine planet. Governs hearing, and it just tells you what you want to hear more or less, which is good. It's very good. Yeah, this car can take you a lot of places, so just be careful where you go with it. It's the keys to the car. Just make sure you know where you're going. You'll be fine. And this was created from the cruelty. When I say that, I mean, bam, right? We have Shokma and Hesed. Hesed comes from Shokma, and, right? All these thoughts, okay, I'm going to do something about them. Taurus, you're going to do something about them. And smart. And loving, okay. Ace of Wands is also a creative outlet for self-development, so maybe you find yourself taking yourself out on some dates, participating in some hobbies that you might enjoy, just getting out of that head that's all full of those swords, okay? In a creative, fun way. Now, what's interesting is that force, again, turns back into form in the world of inspiration, let's say. Your power. It's the Knight of Wands. Also could be your challenge. Now this guy, or girl, see who's got his hand right here? That is this, the Ace of Wands. So I find that very curious. Not only are they in the same tree, but they're in the same world right across from each other. Now, in Hermetic Kabbalah, they would be linked between what we call strength or lust, right? Now, this could be your power because once you get a hold of that Ace of Wands, you're out. You're outgoing. This is fire, fire. It's lightning. It is feeling confident. It is making decisive, goal-oriented, courageous decisions. It is an exemplary person. This person does not think, it just acts. I might have said it's lightning already, but yeah, fire, fire is lightning. It goes. It happens. It's an impulse, an impact. Kind of like the Fool, right? But a little bit more determined. Which is kind of a little bit more, could be a little bit more dangerous. Okay, and this is Mars. Mars is your will to live, adrenaline, and all that stuff. And is created from the understanding here, creates the power here. Once you understand what you need to do to heal, to make things better, you're off. I'd say the only thing to look out for is that the Knight of Wands doesn't usually have a backup plan. It means like if he doesn't have a plan B, or she doesn't have a plan B. So if things don't work out, that's okay too, right? That's okay too. What's important is you're doing something about it. Yeah. You got a hold of that Ace of Wands and you're off. Very different kind of nature for you, Taurus. I like it. All right. So from that, we have mild expansion into truth, as I like to call it. You can call it beauty. You can call it personal localized consciousness. It's all those things. It's represented by death, Scorpio energy. This is an ending. This, yeah, it's confronting your transience. What do I mean by that? It's confronting the fact that maybe, perhaps, nothing really stays the same ever. This card came up for me last month, and it was in my Splendor, which is where things are supposed to be nice and all this shit. I was trying to figure it out. Why would death be in my Splendor? That seems a little hardcore. But I was in a place where it's like, oh, I see, I get it. I don't want to be here, and I don't have to be here. I don't mean like I have to die, but I don't have to be here. I can leave here. Again, I'm not talking about that. I can leave here. And that was nice. This being in your truth, you might want to consider some things that, again, perhaps you don't need to be a part of. And perhaps you are getting away from those things, right? And by things, I mean anything with edges and time or space, so they can be people, they can be events, they can be whatever. But you don't have to be there. That's a twist on the meaning. I was just confronting the fact that, we are also things with, edges in time or space. More is against taking steps that have no future. Again, If you don't have to be there, get out of there. This is holding on to identity. Which is the mind. So these two might have a little something to do with each other again. But this is your personal ego, your personal localized consciousness. So this is a change. This is a big change. This is a transformation in the month of December. You are doing things differently. Around what? Around who? The reasons why? No idea. Doesn't really matter to me. Because you know. You know what it is. What I'm here to do is bring the awareness of the energy to you so that you can use it and be aware of it, or both. Yeah. Death is also a bit resistant to change. So it's not an easy change always. It's usually not an easy change, death, but it is a change that's coming nonetheless, and it will change. I won't say it will change everything, because that's a little dramatic, but there's like no going back. There's no putting the toothpaste back in the tube after that comes. So after that, we enter into the world of formation, of planning, of getting things together. And in your expansive force, your victory, you have the Princess of Cups. Now look at her. She's floating around there. She's very innocent. She has a medial experience. Medial meaning middle. Now, you can take that to mean that she got touched in the middle, literally, which doesn't really sound right. She's young and innocent, so she had some kind of experience, and now she's just like, oh, that was great. That was awesome. But was it? Right? She warns against naive, coquettish self-deception, right? Like flirting with disaster. She encourages opening up emotionally and sharing with other people concealed feelings and desires, right? Being your true self. She instinctively does the right thing. Probably because she's innocent. She doesn't think about it. Now, this is in your victory. This is your relationships, values, and bounds. This is your Venus. This is your rulership. And she's Malkuth. She's the emotions of the body. So your rulership is bringing you to places where you are just being led by your emotions. And that's cool. Until it's not, right? I definitely see this as you, Taurus. It could mean so many things. It could mean eating too much for the holidays, doing too much overindulgence, some kind of craving for union, okay? Being very curious, being a little selfish. But this is your victory. Your victory is expanding out and just following your emotions, whatever they may be. But just be aware of self-deception, because things might not go your way. And they probably, at least some of the time, will not go your way, and that's okay. As long as you follow your heart. I don't want to get too hokey here, but yeah, seeing her come right after death, I feel very good about that for you, Taurus. Okay, now that force turns into form, and that form, your splendor, is this Ace of Discs. This is where everything can be differentiated. Everything can be carved out, can be made, can be changed. All right, it's potential. Now, the big question is, what do you want? What do you want to change? What do you want to build? This is a question that you should probably ask yourself. As I said before, you are known to be materially attached and a bit of a slave to routine. This says, no more. It's going to be all different. This is your way and the how. This is your logical side. This says we're going to do things totally different in December. Because you got death in your personal localized consciousness, and from that, we have new options. We have all the options. You have, me and you, have all the options here. This is Mercury, thoughts, communication, and travel. Making new friends, going to new places. Sky's the limit, as they say. Okay. Now the expansion into your foundation, which is what the whole tree is built upon, is this. Six of Wands, Lord of Victory. It's a very sweet card. It's Jupiter and Leo. It is adoration. It's visibility. It's good news. It's developing optimism in life. It's meeting someone while in your element. It is balanced energy, Taurus. It's serene like you. Like you. I like the Joker. But yeah, it is. It's balanced energy. It's encouraging success. It's inspiring others. You are overcoming a lot of adversity here in this whole tree. And that is inspiring. Now, this is your moon, and you are exalted in the moon, meaning this is where you're welcome to chill. This is where you want to be for most of the month. And victory, inspiring others. It does warn against condescendingly flaunting your success, in front of other people, but I don't really see that being a problem for you because you are going through it in the month of December. With the death and the Nine of Swords alone, it's a lot. You have 2 6s here in your middle pillar. That's very interesting to me. Yeah, but this is your foundation. This is your emotions, your needs, and your feelings, and you are taking care of them. All right? In a beautiful, inspiring way, in a way that's bringing other people together and saying, wow, look at Taurus. Look at Jimmy, get over here. Look at what Taurus is doing. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with that? That's beautiful. That's this kind of energy. All right, what all this manifests, what you embody, what you participate in the month of December is the Princess of Wands. Now, I find this also curious for a couple reasons. One, she's the second of your princesses. She's the second of your wands family, and she's right in Malkuth, right where she's supposed to be, according to a lot of people, including me. Because she is Earth of Fire, and like the Princess of Cups, right, who moves with her emotions, she moves with her doing energy. I'm sorry, I'm so immature. With her, she wants to do something and she does it. She does not think about it. She's off. And that kind of makes sense here for the whole tree. She's off. She doesn't think about it. She does. Not like an impulse like the Knight of Wands, right? But see here, she's not wearing any pants, and she's got a tiger in her hair, and she doesn't care. She's having a great time. Now you experience good, balanced, innocent pleasure, and then you experience cruelty, and then you're off healing yourself, and then you're off doing other things, and then you're off owning those things, and then something changes, and then you start over again, and then you have all these other changes, and then you have this balanced power, and then you have her in the material world. You, him, whoever. Now, this does warn against theatrical behavior and moody impulsiveness. Kind of look before you leap a little bit. Beyond that, she can be a little impatient, but she's brilliant and she's daring. She's She's unreliable. She's superficial. But she's got a thirst for adventure. She has innovative ideas that urge their expression, which means, again, she has an idea to do something and she's off doing it. Okay? And this is you, Taurus, and this is very un-Taurus-y kind of energy. You were very still, you were very grounded, again, serene and peaceful. But in December, you are kicking ass and taking names, as they say. And you're feeling pretty good about it too. Feeling pretty good about change. All right? This is all in your middle pillar. This is in your middle pillar too. Balanced energy. You're taking all of this and balancing it out and rolling with it. Yeah. So, I'd say, in summary, your month of December is going to be a lot of impulse, a lot of impact, a lot of doing. There's a whole lot of wand energy here. But, look, it's all built on this victory, which again is your exaltation. And you're trusting your heart, in your victory, in your rulership. Trust your heart, you will not go wrong. All right? We're over time here, but these are the energies here, all right, in the tree. I hope you liked the reading. Like it if you did. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. If you didn't, I appreciate you being here with me. And please have a great holidays, and I will see you next year. Bye, Taurus.